In this video, we're going to be going over how to bind a FR-Sky receiver to your Horus transmitter. So we already have the Horus booted up. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here onto this right-hand switch, and we're going to select the system button, and this will display the menu where we have the model select. We're going to go ahead and enter into that screen. As you can see, I have a few already created. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take this one, we're going to go ahead and select it, and we're going to select create. And what we're going to see first is it's going to ask you to put all of your switches and all of your sticks into the default position that you want them to be at when the transmitter actually checks, especially when you turn on. So we're going to select OK. We like all of our switches there. We're going to go ahead and we can select the type as a multi-rotor, helicopter, glider, multi-rotor, and then we can give it a name. So for us, we're just gonna give it a really simple name, and then that's it. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to say OK. And then we have this one, ABC, and I'm going to go ahead and select it, switch over to that one. So now that we have a new profile, we're going to go ahead and bind this SXR receiver to our radio. So now that we have our profile set up, we can go ahead and go with and start the binding procedure. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to this button and we're going to hit the model menu. So this brings us to the model menu. We're going to go ahead and select the RF menu right here. This is the first selection. Select that. In here, you'll notice that the internal RF radio transmitter is actually not broadcasting right now. So we'll go ahead and select that to turn it on. So now that it's broadcasting, you can see that by this icon over here. We're going to go ahead and scroll down, and in the state selection, it's right now normal. So what we want to do is we want to select that, and we want to go into the bind feature. And then we'll just go ahead and select the first one, which is telemetry 1 to 8 channels.
Internal bind.
So now it's in bind mode.
Internal bind.
So we're going to come down here and we're going to select our frequency, our bind on our receiver.
Internal bind.
And we're going to plug in power.
Internal bind. Internal bind. Internal bind.
So you'll notice the green light.
Internal bind.
So we should be good to go.
Internal bind.
We're going to unplug.
Internal bind. Internal bind. Internal bind.
And then we're going to go back to normal. Generally speaking, I probably should go back to normal on this and then unplug from power, but it should work either way. We're going to go ahead and go back to the main menu, and we're going to plug in.
Telemetry recovered.
And you'll notice that now we're talking to our receiver down here. And that is how you bind to your radio controller.